Hello!
Hello!
Hello! I did it early this week.
I saw that. You jumped me. I'm Dan.
I'm Dudley.
And this is Deaf and Dumb.
Yeah. And today we have a guest.
Yes, we have a guest today. It's our buddy, Trey Cartwright.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Kay.
Hello, what? Hello, Kay?
Hello, Kay.
Did you
Trey.
call him Kay?
I had a deaf slur for a moment. Hello, Trey.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. You're our first ever guest. How does it feel?
It's great to be here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have a conversation about whatever we're going to talk about.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't know. We
You're
just kidnapped him.
Aren't you supposed to say, like, long-time listener, first-time caller or something?
Long-time listener, first time sitting in this garage.
It's not a garage.
Well,
It's an old house built by our grandfather.
I call it a sweat box.
The sweat box? I don't know if we should call it that.
Well, that's what we're calling it today.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
I mean, you got the... I'm on a podcast, and you get that Mark Maron facial hair going
I do.
on right
I do.
now, so,
I shaved the beard, the unruly beard down.
And we're in a weird sweat box house
I don't think
garage.
we're getting any of him.
Are we not?
I can
I
kind
can
of
hear
hear
him.
myself, and I see...
Let me bump him up.
The level, I'm looking at the levels, and
Let me just crank you up a little bit.
Yes,
How about
I'm
that?
definitely quieter than both of you.
Well,
but
that's in the show now.
But that is normal.
Yeah, we're pretty loud as deaf guys.
Yeah.
Well, normally we're completely off tempo now. We got this guy talking to us.
Yeah, got a
usually
third
we jump
person.
right in. So how was your week, Dudley?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, you have a good week, Trey?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a good week. It's
Yeah.
a good week.
Yeah. I painted my my models. I didn't paint them. I primered them.
Yeah,
I
so
spray primered them.
you just spray painted them in the front yard.
Well, you see, when you say it that way,
It seems like you didn't do
It sounds like I
anything.
didn't do something, but I sat out there sweating in the heat
Mm-hmm.
for a good
With a
30,
can of
40
spray.
minutes trying to get those covered.
Why did
good
it take so
coverage,
long?
Because I had a lot of models. I had
spray paint.
I had an entire Cephalix army and a few Menoth army pieces and my Guild Ball guys. All the paint.
Do you understand what's happening, Trey?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay. I know.
He's got an entire syphilis army. And
Not syphilis, Cephalix.
And some Minox that chewing on the power cables.
All right, I don't like Trey being here anymore.
I like it. It's good. Good dynamic.
Let's move into what we're playing. I'm playing Dark Souls still.
Yeah, I haven't played Dark Souls at all this week.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say except it's Dark Souls. It's hard and I die a lot, and I'm finally getting somewhere in it. But yeah. I get pretty frustrated sometimes. But I'm enjoying it.
You seem to get more frustrated with it.
There are some areas that frustrate me because I cannot seem to get through it, even though I know how to fight the stuff, and I just can't seem to do it right.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it because I talked about it last week. I bought Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
So
is
I
it good?
Started playing it. Yes, it's quite good.
I have nothing invested in Uncharted. So.
I didn't really either. I mean, I've talked about it on the show before that I didn't play the other games. I played this one because it's of The Last of Us, which is the other last Naughty. I cannot say that.
Naughty Dogs.
Naughty Dog. It's
you
Naughty
have-
Dog.
you-
There's no S.
There's no S?
It's just Naughty Dog.
It's one dog?
Yeah,
Singular?
one dog.
Okay.
And I played it because of that, and it's good. It's a lot of fun. It's an action puzzle game kind of thing. Well, it's more action, less puzzle, but there are puzzles, and they're not hard, but they're you have to kind of work at it a little bit. It's fun. A lot of great action sequences and
Sequins? Action sequins?
Yeah, and
Do you wear a pretty dress with sequins?
I don't know how far I'm into it. I'm just to give a point of reference. I think I'm in chapter 14.
Okay.
So anyone playing the game, you got an idea of where I'm at. So but yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. It's really pretty.
Yeah,
it's a really pretty
prettier
game.
than Dark Souls 3.
I would say it's about the same.
Oh, okay.
They got some nice landscape. I don't know. It might be better.
Oh, you just shut up.
It might be better.
You're gonna make
I
me
don't
mad,
know.
Dudley.
I haven't done a side-by-side comparison. There have been moments where I'm like, oh, I want to take some screenshots and have this in my background, but I don't know how to do that on the play. I know how to take screenshots on PlayStation. I don't know how to get it off the
You don't know
PlayStation.
how to do anything else?
I have never tried it, so I don't know. You can do it. It's built into the system with the little button, but I know how to share it to people, but I don't know how to I don't know how to get it off there yet.
Yeah. You don't know how to get it off. Got it.
Yes.
You played any of the Uncharted games, Trey?
I have a stack of them on my shelf, and I have not put any of them in my PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? You have them? Okay.
I have the first two.
Okay. Yeah.
They were gifts from my brother-in-law after he was done playing them, and I've just never put them in because I'm sitting too far away from the microphone.
Yeah.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah. And I played the first one very briefly, and Graham, our buddy Graham, he's a big fan of them. He played them, and I've talked to him about it, and he listened to the podcast last week and was texting me, "Have you started playing it?" And so it's been fun. It's enjoyable. It's a good game if you like action games. It's not like I don't know. It seems interesting. I don't know how the other ones were, but it feels like you have options of where you're doing. I mean, there's a storyline, and you're going along the same path, but there are things that it gives you options on what you say, and I'm curious if that affects certain things in the game. How you progress, or does it just change dialogue as you go? Like there's a couple points where you're like you choose what Nathan Drake says.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's like that in the old game, but. And I'm curious how that affects later in the game, if it does at all, or if it just changes the way he speaks.
This is the only thing I have to say about Uncharted 4. Is Nathan Drake, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Nathan Drake, yeah.
Is he voiced by Nathan Fillion?
He is not.
It's Christopher Nolan.
Trey popping in with some knowledge.
He looks like Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
And his name is Nate. So it should be Nathan Fillion. I don't know what. Somebody dropped the ball.
It was started.
I mean, Nolan North is great.
Yeah, he's a popular voice actor. But he's
the voice of the Ghost in Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
was originally Peter Dinklage, and they
like
replaced him.
Yeah.
And so he's the current voice.
Yeah.
And Nathan Fillion's already in Destiny, so.
Yeah, he is.
I know there's been like campaigns or when they were talking about doing an Uncharted movie.
To have
Nathan Fillion doing it.
Nathan
Fillion is not fit enough to be Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I like Nathan Fillion. He just, maybe when the Firefly days he might have done it, but with some CG help. But you realize half the game, if not more, actually probably 90% of the game, is just him climbing things.
Yeah.
That's the whole game. It's like
but then that's not going to be the whole movie.
It has to be. Okay. 90% game, 90% movie.
Anyway.
Speaking of game movies, I went and saw Angry Birds this morning.
Oh, yeah?
We got the 10 o'clock matinee.
Yeah.
Because my kid is nuts about them birds.
Yeah. About them agitated birds.
It was for a movie based on a casual phone video game.
Yeah,
Angry
Birds.
Actually, pretty good.
Yeah, I saw the preview for it. It looked not bad. I was like, I don't know how they're going to turn that into a movie, but the preview looks okay.
Yeah, and Peter Dinklage, speaking of, is the voice of this character that's nowhere in the games, but this eagle.
Okay.
It's a great eagle that lives up on a mountain that...
There's an eagle in the game. You don't play him, but you use him as like a power-up type thing. Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't played far enough into... I've never actually loaded Angry Birds onto a phone of mine.
I haven't played it in a long time. I played it for a little while back
when the first one,
whatever.
Okay, well, Peter Dinklage is the voice of the eagle.
Oh, the eagle?
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
Fan of Peter Dinklage.
We're bringing it back.
All right, full circle.
So
it was okay?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun.
So did it break the video game movie curse thing?
Like the video game movie curse?
Yeah, most video game movies are terrible.
Well, let's think of a good one. What's a good one?
I mean, I know the one I enjoy, but it's not good.
Tron?
Was Tron an actual game first?
Tron was a movie first.
It was a movie first.
And game second.
I mean, it's a great movie, and I like Tron Legacy.
So what's...
I mean...
Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
Not a good movie. I
enjoy it. We talked about this like last week or the week before.
Because we were talking about the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, because Assassin's Creed's coming out, and I'm optimistic. It looks fun. Looks good. And then Warcraft.
Yeah, there's Warcraft.
I have nothing invested in it.
Yeah.
You used to play WoW, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So you want to go see the Warcraft movie?
Yeah, I'll go see it. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't played since the second expansion.
Yeah.
So
how many expansions have there been?
Like a dozen
now, I think. 6 or
it's been a lot.
I
don't know.
There was the one with pandas. I never played that.
Yeah.
There was the one with like snowy Death Knights.
Yeah, and
there was the
knight
one
guy with the big old sword, or whatever. All I know about
the
Warcraft
one where
is the box art.
they destroyed Orgrimmar, the orc city, and you couldn't go back there anymore. It was all lava.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. See, I don't know any.
I don't.
Of those.
Yeah.
I didn't play any of those.
Yeah. I don't know. I was playing. I divided my time this week between Dark Souls 3 and the Fallout 4 new DLC, Far Harbor.
Yeah, which I just finished downloading today.
Oh yeah,
but I haven't played it.
Oh yeah, I played it I'm pretty far into it. I think it's hard to say.
I mean, good buzz about it.
It's good. I think it would be terrifying if I was not level 60.
Okay,
and walking around with.
Is there a minimum recommended level to do it?
I don't know if there is. I'm sure there is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, in past, we're in Fallout.
Yeah,
they'd you should be level 10 or 20.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know if there was one or not, or if they recommend. I'm sure it might recommend. I just didn't read it because I'm level 60. Yeah, and I have power armor and a Gatling laser.
Oh, everyone has power armor. That's the game.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I have like the best power armor and a Gatling laser. And so I just kind of walk in and go, "Oh, bad guy!"
Yeah,
and they're gone.
Yeah, that's the kind of problem.
But there are some scary things. What we mentioned last week, we thought we saw geckos in the trailer. It wasn't a gecko. It's something new called a gulper, which is like a giant gecko. Which geckos are just giant
lizards.
Geckos.
So it's a giant.
It's a giant gecko.
So it's a huge, it's like a gargantuan.
Yeah, it's more like
gecko.
A slimy. I don't know, more like, I don't know, they're just gross looking.
You said worm to me earlier.
I said slug.
A slug, that's it.
They have a texture of a slug looking thing, because it doesn't look like they have eyes.
Okay.
But the thing that freaked me out, I didn't get a close look at it. I just was standing up on kind of a mountain cliffside, and I saw it, and Nick went off to fight it by himself like an idiot. And was a giant hermit crab.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not like, and I say giant, I mean gargantuan.
You told me about this, yeah.
Like, instead of a shell, it's not only a shell, it was a bus. The bus was its shell, and it was dragging it around. And I was like, I was shooting at it, not doing much to it. I'm like, I'm up here and it's down there. I don't need to fight it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't know when I'll get to it.
The story's been interesting.
I've heard good things about
there's some, it's got a whole new island. It's got a whole new island, and which is pretty big for a DLC. But I mean, it's not just ginormous, but it's pretty big. And there's like 3 factions on it. There's, the Children of the Atom.
Oh yeah, which I'm glad
they're doing some more stuff with them.
Because there wasn't really much for them in there.
Yeah, and then it's just basically a radiation hellhole. Other than that.
Yeah. I haven't played it yet. I've been playing Uncharted 4, and doing that is like the Dark Souls 3, so I haven't even got to a new game.
I've been flopping back and forth. I'll play one for an hour or so, and then I'll go back and play the other one.
Yeah, I figure...
I start with Dark Souls 3 until I get angry and I'm screaming at the screen and yelling obscenities, and then I was like, okay, I need a break, and I'll stop.
I don't get angry playing a game.
I don't really get angry. I just get to yelling, because I don't know.
I'll get like mad if I get killed by something several times. But
exactly.
Then I'll be like, okay, and then but I usually persevere, or I'd be like, okay, I'll stop for a while.
I scream the most when I lose more than 10,000 souls.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't happen for me a lot.
That happens quite a lot.
Maybe I'm just better at the game.
I've probably lost 100,000 souls already.
Really?
I would guess. Yeah,
I've
had at least over half a dozen times where I lost at least 10,000 souls.
I would say maybe 30,000 souls. Yeah, that's probably all I've lost.
No, I've lost a lot.
I've only lost like 10,000 once
and some of them have been on stupid things. We've talked about this before. Where I've just fell off a cliff or died on the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah,
but I'm finally progressing some more, and so
you also played a board game, didn't you?
I did, but first, Trey, what have you been playing this week? Are you playing anything?
I loaded up the original Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation. And
the original PlayStation?
Yeah, not the original PlayStation. It came out on PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Right, so it's not that old. It's from like 2003 or 2002.
Yeah.
Anyway, so once again, taking my kid to see all these movies based on video games, we went and saw Ratchet and Clank a couple weeks ago. And he wanted to play Ratchet and Clank, so we got the original one off the PlayStation Store.
Uh-huh.
And that game...
So you have it on your PS3?
Yeah, I got it on the PS3.
Yeah.
That game is so they updated it for high def and everything. The cutscenes, weirdly enough, are still like 4:3.
They didn't redo the cutscenes.
No.
They just
no, but the game looks good. They updated it, and it's actually the models are nice and crisp and everything. And
wait, so how did it transition to the 4x3? Does it just cut in?
There's pillar boxes on the left and right.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's weird.
So it's still, I'd never played the Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun that it's one of those games where you're playing along and you're like, this is great, this is awesome, this is a lot of fun. We're getting caught lots of these cool. It's a platformer. Right?
Yeah.
So you're running around and you're jumping on things, and you got a little robot pal that you keep on your back, and you can upgrade him to get propellers so that you can jump higher, and you can upgrade him later to get jets so you can jump even higher and like float, and you get all these guns. And the big thing is there's like 20 different guns that you can get that do different weird things.
Yeah.
And they're all wacky. Like one of them is the suck gun, and if the enemies are small enough, you can suck them up in this tornado vortex, and then you can spit them out as ammunition at other bad guys.
Okay, so like a Kirby gun.
Yeah, essentially. There's a Kirby gun, and there's bomb guns, and mine guns, and guns that shoot out little robot dogs that go and eat the bad guys, and lasers, and flamethrowers, and anything you can think of. But the difficulty on it is like, if you look at it on a graph, it's a hockey stick, because it's going along, you're fine, you're like, oh, this is just a normal platformer. And then all of a sudden, no, I can't do any of this.
so it gets exponentially hard really quickly.
Yeah, like you have to... It gets to the point where to get through the level, I'm just going through and like chipping away at it, dying to something so that I remember what's there, and then I go back to the checkpoint and then I chip away through.
So you're doing it like the way you do Dark Souls. You play Dark Souls all the time.
It's a very like happy, cartoony version of that type of gameplay where you just keep dying and keep dying and keep dying, but every time you die, you gain a little bit more information,
a little knowledge,
because you can't switch weapons fast enough. Stuff just comes out of you from nowhere, and like the platform puzzles get really intricate at points. You've got magnet boots, and so you're like half the time you're upside down, but the enemies aren't upside down, and I'm stuck on one of the end levels. I know I'm very close to the end.
Yeah.
I know I'm very close to beating it.
Okay.
And it's and I just gotta get in that mood where I'll sit down and chip
power
away
through
at it.
Like
push through.
You can't power through it.
You
can't do
just
it.
it
I
just
can't
takes
do it fast.
It's a war of attrition type thing.
Yeah, it's like
endurance.
Well, because also every time all of your guns, all of your good guns cost ammo.
Okay.
And when you die, you don't get that ammo back.
Oh, okay.
So if you've been going down this corridor and there are these certain things that come in that you need, like to get through it, you need this certain type of ammo.
Yeah.
If you spent it all going through it the first time, what are you going to do? you try and adapt another weapon to it.
Is there a way to get more?
Yeah. You can pick it up. It's drops. And also, if you go back to the beginning of the level, you can buy it from the vendor.
Okay. It's kind of like, the thing I always run into trouble in Dark Souls is that, like, I'll die. Like, I use a bow mostly for drawing things out. Like, I'll shoot it and lure it out. And so get it away, usually to get away from a bunch of other things so that I can, not die, because I have to fight them. I'll fight one at a time, and I'll go through a bunch of arrows, and then I have to go. When I go back, I don't think about buying arrows when I'm alive and fine. It's only when I'm like, I need more arrows right after I've died. Well, I just lost all my souls. Therefore, I have no souls, which is also your currency. No way to buy.
You use the little white souls.
When I get a bunch of those, I store them until I go to level up, and then I just eat them all.
No, I never use them.
Never?
I use them when I need to buy something.
That's it?
Yeah, that's about it.
You don't.
Or if I'm like,
some of them are like 5,000 souls.
I know. I have a lot of them. Or I'll go through them at one point. Usually I'll save them up for a long time. Or if I'm like 1,000 short of a level up, I might use them.
Okay.
But very rarely I just go, I'm going to use all of these. I've maybe done that once.
Every time I go back to Fire Link, if I'm playing to level up, I consume them all.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I usually save them.
I've seen some weird stuff. Being some weird little character stuff in Dark Souls. Have you got the tower key from the?
No,
I did that. And so a weird little thing happens.
Yeah, I don't.
Which isn't.
I haven't. I'm getting behind now because I haven't been playing.
Well, because the Fire Shrine Maiden or whatever. I don't know what you call it. The one of the vendors at the Firelink Shrine.
Yeah.
Has a tower key that unlocks a tower above the Firelink Shrine. The Firelink.
Oh, that?
Yeah. Did you get the key?
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
I did that way a long time
Yeah,
ago.
you went up there and that guy, did something with you? Did you see that guy come up there?
No, there was no guy there.
When you went in and you went up to the top and came back, the door wasn't closed on you? Oh, well, something happened with me. I think it depends on...
probably timing.
It depended... Yeah, I think it's dependent on one of the other vendors not being there. I don't know. It was weird. I'd never seen this guy before. He just showed up now.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff in the game that are very specific on when you talk to certain people, when certain things happen. Because there's stuff I've missed because I didn't talk to characters at a certain point. And you talked to me about it, and I'm like, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I try to go back. Every time I'm back at the shrine, I go around and talk to everyone just to try to make sure. But even then, I know there's stuff I've missed.
Which makes it the replay much better.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff I know about that I didn't do the first time through.
Yeah. Well, I played with Gary and John Dorsey and another guy.
You forgot the guy's name.
I'm gonna remember it here. It's
you got
Philippe.
It now.
Philippe. We played
Philippe. Okay.
We played Terra Mystica, which is a board game, and it's the way I described it to you was Catan on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Terra Mystica?
Yes, I've heard of it. I have not played it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't have like a randomized board like Catan does, but it has kind of that grid laid out, and it has rivers and stuff. And then what everyone's doing is playing a different race that's tied to a specific type of terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of like sheep and wood and resources, they're all just different types. There's a swamp and a desert and like an arid Martian looking landscape is what I call it, because there is already a desert, but there's this kind of, and then there's like, but each one there's like 6 different ones, or I guess there's 5 different ones, and each one has 2 different races you can play. I played the Chaos Mages, and which you could, the opposite side of that card. Everyone get their own little personalized card, and every single one of them has an ability, a unique starters thing. The way they start with different resources, they have different abilities. But it's a worker placement game, but you're also building like settlements and building up into bigger buildings that give you more resources and stuff. It's really complicated, and it's kind of a long game, but it's really fun, and I want to play it some more.
Yeah. I don't think I've played it.
I struggled and managed to get 3rd.
Yeah.
Gary ran away with us. He was beating us the whole game, and we thought we might catch up. Because it also has like a weird cult track thing where you gain points by 4 different elemental cults, and like whoever gets the highest on that track gets more victory points. That was like my focus point, like to get higher on everyone. I think I was top on 3 of them, and that's where most of my end points came from, and it didn't make enough. But it's all about planning.
Yeah.
And there's no luck at all. There's no dice rolls in it. It's just, placing and, planning out your actions, and because you get so many actions per turn. Well, it's not actions. What happens is everyone gets an action, and then we take turns. Starting with the first player, you have an action, and it goes around. And at any point, you can pass, and then turn in the scroll and get a new one, and that makes you... First person to do it is first next round.
Okay.
But then you're out for that until everyone else finishes until they pass.
Yeah, so if you quit early, you get
first on the next round,
but you're not getting more action.
But it really just comes down to when you get to a point where you've done every action you can, and then you just, there's no more action for you, and you just do that. And you get stuff that add to your action. There's a lot of little pieces. It's a fantastic looking board. You get lots of wooden pieces. Everyone has their own little personal character card that has like all these wooden pieces set on it, and when you place them on the board, you take them off, and it gives you resources. But when you upgrade those, like you have little houses that you place on the terrain, and then by doing that, you get more workers.
Yeah.
But you can upgrade that building to like a trade house or a sanctuary, and you get other things for it, but then you take that house and you put it back on your board, you don't get that extra worker each round. And it's really cool. It's got a lot of layers to it. I think you would like it a lot.
Yeah. You would talk to me about it, and thought I had played it.
I had played it once before.
I don't think I've ever played it. The more you talk about it, I'm like, I don't think I've ever played it.
The funny thing enough is, like, we were passing around the character cards trying to decide what all we were going to play, and they handed it to me, and I was, like, flipping through, and they were, like, this engineer-looking gnomes. I'm like, that's cool. I like that. And then I flipped the other side, and I was like, oh, there's dwarves. That's cool. And then there was, like, a thing called the Darklings. They look really cool. Mm-hmm. And they, like, sacrifice workers to do stuff. And I'm like, those are cool. And then I get to Chaos Mages, and I'm like, yeah, I'm playing Chaos Mages. Why would I play anything else? And then I was like, once we got going, I remembered I played this before, and I did the exact same thing last time. I went through and I was like, oh, gnomes, those are cool. I want to play those guys. And then I saw the Chaos Mages, and I immediately played them. And if I'd realized that, I would have been like, oh, I'm going to play something different. Yeah. But no, I ended up playing the same one because my memory's terrible, and I just repeat myself every time. So, but yeah, I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to get us to play it again. Yeah. I know we want to play some other stuff, but at some point when we do another board game night, I want to play it again.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about not briefly, let's talk about it as long as we want, how last week...
we were dumb last week.
I'm not making excuses.
We were very dumb last week.
I'm not making excuses. We didn't have internet.
No, we're dumb.
And I'm not saying that everything we know is based on the internet.
Excuse.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to make
excuses, but we didn't have internet.
I'm just pointing out the fact that our internet was broke.
So we were dumb.
So we kind of went in and we brought up Overwatch.
We talked about Overwatch.
We talked about Overwatch, wrong. And we didn't know what we were talking about.
No. So we said it was a MOBA.
I thought it was a MOBA. And
no, you said it was a MOBA.
I said it was a MOBA because for some reason I had some wires crossed in my head and I thought it was a MOBA.
It is not a MOBA.
And it is not a MOBA.
Whatever a MOBA is.
Correction, not a MOBA. In fact, I think that helps it because I actually did the research and I looked into it and now I really want Overwatch, which comes out on Tuesday, which is the day after this podcast goes up, so the 24th.
Yes.
It comes out. If I decide to spend the money, I will definitely be buying it. But I haven't. The reason I haven't bought it yet is because I haven't decided if I want to do the $40, which is just the base game, or if I want to pay the $60 and get the extra character and extra skins. And...
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I like that you have to pay extra to get extra characters.
Well, I think you only get one extra character.
Okay, but still,
the way I understood it, I think you only get the only character you get that no one else is Tracer.
Okay, yeah. I watched the video today of all the characters, and they look cool, and they all have unique things they do.
I watched it, and I was like, it was going through all the characters, and it got to Reaper.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy looks awesome. He's like this gunslinger, death-themed guy, and I'm like, yeah, I want to play this guy. This is what I want to play. But then they kept coming up with other characters that I'm like, oh, wait, this guy's really cool, too. I thought I was set with Reaper.
Yeah.
And then I saw, like, a guy called Hanzo, who's like a bow guy. That looked really cool.
Yeah, there's a bow guy, there's a
sniper woman. Then Zenyatta, who's like the psychic, you know, I don't know, levitation guy. That guy looks cool.
The monk kind of guy.
Yeah,
that's what I call it.
He's kind of like a monk. He was definitely like a monk.
Got a Zen thing going.
Yeah,
where
and
he's floating around and
he's
shooting
orbs. Psychic orb things. And I'm like, oh, that guy looks maybe I'll play him. And then Reinhardt shows up, and he's this massive guy in this huge armor with this giant hammer, and I'm like, I don't know who I'm going to play.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'll play them all. Good. I'll play them all, but I don't know which one I'm going to start with.
It looks really good.
I
don't know if I'll get it immediately. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely something we're going to try to play at the LAN. It's
definitely something we should try to do at LAN.
It looks a lot of fun.
What's a MOBA?
Okay, we don't know. We talked about this last week.
A MOBA is a multiplayer online
battle arena.
Battle arena.
Oh, okay.
It's like League of Legends, Dota. Those are the big ones. There's I think the reason I got my wires crossed is that there's some other games coming out soon.
Battleborn?
Battleborn's one of them that's kind of competing a little bit with Overwatch, but apparently not as good. But it's a MOBA.
It's a MOBA.
And it's a MOBA. Overwatch is not.
Overwatch is not a MOBA. Okay. Overwatch is a first-person team-based shooter.
It's Team Fortress. Shooter.
Yeah, it's basically Team Fortress. With
more characters.
It's like it took a Team Fortress, which did its thing, and then they said, what if we took even more crazy, more extreme, more diverse characters? Because all the Team Fortress guys are kind of military-based concept.
Yeah.
They just took that and made every character have its own unique theme, and then went crazy with it.
Yeah, and they added more. There's characters in it. They're very distinctly. There's a medic. There's an engineer.
Yeah,
and,
they have different roles,
but
there's offensive and defensive roles and stuff. But
and it looks good. I'm interested in it.
Have you seen anything about Overwatch? You don't know anything about it.
He's shaking his head no for those listening.
No idea.
No idea. Well, it looks cool. I don't know. You like Team Fortress?
You play
right?
Team Fortress.
Yeah, I play Team Fortress a lot.
It's the modern era Team Fortress 2.
All right.
That's what I would say. It looked great, though.
It looks good. It looks a lot of fun.
I wish I wasn't excited about it, because then I wouldn't have to spend money on it.
Yeah, I don't have the money to spend on it, so I probably won't get it for any time
Also,
soon.
apparently Doom. Apparently the single player of Doom is good.
Yeah, I talked to Tristan. I sent him a message on the Facebooks. And he to ask him, because he commented about playing it. He's a big Doom fan, and I asked him how it was, and he said the single player is amazing.
Yeah.
He said...
he didn't care for the multiplayer, he said.
It's a big throwback for the old game, but it's in the old game in terms of gameplay, is what he said. So but he doesn't like the multiplayer.
I don't know, but he said it was like, the Call of Duty Halo
he called it Call of Halo bullshit and terrible.
Yeah, but... See, I like Call of Duty. I
like Modern Warfare.
I played Modern Warfare and Black Ops 2. So. The multiplayer on those were a lot of fun.
So if you like those, you probably like the multiplayer on this too.
While he takes it as a bad thing, I took it as, maybe I might enjoy it. I don't know, but...
Yeah, there's another one that goes on the wish list.
That's on my wish list.
Doom on the wish list. Overwatch is on the wish list. Yeah. We haven't done the wish list in a while.
No, we haven't, because I keep just getting longer, and we never buy any.
We never buy any.
That's not true, though, because in a week and a half, I will get my flight controls in, which I'm super excited about. I'm amped up about that, and I'll probably buy Elite Dangerous. Just that was on my wish list, so I'm amped up. I'm excited.
Yeah, so
I'm touching myself. That's how excited I am.
Mm-hmm. Scratching himself. He's so excited.
Trey's just going to sit here and describe what we're doing while we're talking.
Somebody needs to.
No.
I'm really interested in Overwatch now. I was interested already, but now I'm just excited.
Yeah. Now that we know more about it.
Now that we know some things, and we're not completely clueless.
So thank you to Graham for getting us on board on that last week.
Yeah.
With the Buddy Graham report.
No, we're not doing that.
The BGR.
It is not going to... No. I refuse to call it that.
I've gotten several people say they like it, so...
Honestly, Graham sent me a text after and
said he approved the BGR.
And I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yes. And I was like,
I did not know for a week until you mentioned it. And I just... Because I refuse. I'm not doing it.
It's the Buddy Graham report. And then this week we had the BTR, the Buddy Tristan report with the Doom.
No,
so
we're not doing that.
Yes, we are. It's done. It's done happening.
The Dark Souls Kickstarter for the Dark Souls board game Kickstarter ended this week.
Yeah, $5.4 million.
$5.4 million. It broke the record for board games.
Yeah,
and of course, I backed it. I'm super excited.
You know how many pieces you're getting?
I don't know. I didn't count them a lot.
You should count them.
And also, I'm not sure what some of the stuff I thought were models, but are just card sets. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm getting a bunch. When before it upgraded a bunch more, I know it easily double what I had put in.
Yeah.
But I'm probably getting over $300 worth of stuff, retail price stuff for the $100 I put in, and I'm excited. Yeah. But I won't see it for a year, so...
Yeah, it doesn't come out to 2017.
It doesn't come out to next year, so...
We're never going to talk about it again.
So I'm going to forget about it...
Until it comes out.
Until it comes out, because... which is what I had to do with Guild Ball.
Yeah.
Is I kicked it. I'm really excited. Every once in a while I get some updates on it, but for the most part, I just didn't think about it for a year until it came out, and then I
try not to think about my 3D printer too much. I mean, there's a game I backed. I still haven't got. It's still working on it.
Which game's that?
The Universum.
Yeah, I backed that one too.
You backed it?
I don't think it's ever going to finish.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think it's ever.
They're in early alpha. Yeah. They're like alpha 0.0.
Alpha.
5. I don't know.
It's never gonna.
They had a stream last week. I watched a little bit of it.
Oh yeah.
And it was interesting. Before our internet crapped out and I couldn't watch anymore.
Yeah.
But it looks. They're progressing. It's just very slow.
Yeah. maybe I'm being cynical. I just don't think it's ever going to finish.
It might not. It's been a while since we backed it. Other news this week. What's my microphone?
There's a. You were talking about something about the Kojima logo. Apparently,
So the Kojima production, which is Hideo Kojima's new company.
Yeah, since he left Konami.
Good for him. They had a logo, and it's this helmet with a skull
like
inside
you can see
of it,
through the helmet.
Kind of.
I took it as like there was a helmet, like a knight's helmet, and it was like we're getting an X-ray view of it. What's in it? And it's just a skull.
Well, Hideo Kojima this week he said that
there's
there
really
was
cool
more
logo
to it than just the head.
Yeah,
that there is a full body that goes with it.
Okay.
And so everyone was kind of speculating on there. I think there was even a Photoshop contest for on Kotaku. But then they actually released the image of what the body looks like, and it looks like a spacesuit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like a
cosmonaut.
Yeah, and it's got like a backpack thing, like going out in space, whatever. And the helmet, it's got glass front and everything. And so it's.
I was thinking like medieval type thing. I guess I get
no, it's not. William Graham was speculating whether does that mean that next game's going to space?
I don't know. That'd be cool.
That would be interesting.
I will check out anything he.
Of course.
It doesn't matter. Whatever he does, and I'm glad he's on his own now.
Yeah, it does say on the arm of the suit, it says extra vehicular creative activity suit. Whatever that means.
Space suit.
Basically.
Creative is the weird word, though.
Yeah, creative. It's what.
It's
the odd
Minecraft in space.
Maybe
says Kojima.
Yeah, but who knows?
Well,
they haven't.
There's already a
Minecraft.
Yeah, I know. StarMade is basically Minecraft space, and it's okay.
Well, and I know he's keeping with the open world thing he did with Phantom Pain. He seems to be really into that, and so I think that's going to be still part of it, kind of sandboxy. So I'm curious to see what it is. They're not building a new engine for it.
I saw that. Yeah,
they're because they did the Fox engine
for Fox engine, which I guess he doesn't own anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Or didn't ever own, but Konami owns it.
But they took so long building that engine and then it pushed back Phantom Pain because of it.
Yeah.
So they're using a third party engine.
I'm kind of curious.
I'm curious. They're apparently shopping around to decide which one they want to use. And
it'll be the Unreal or Havoc or something. One of the
I think I saw someone saying something about the Valve.
Yeah,
Valve's engine. Yeah. And then someone was like, "Oh, they may use the Valve engine. Maybe he's making Half-Life 3."
Yeah.
Which would be crazy. That wouldn't happen.
No.
But yeah, so that's interesting. I'm curious to see. I can't wait. It'll probably still a couple years around the road before we ever see anything of it. But,
it'll be a couple of years before.
I know they're trying to get it out as fast as they can, just because they want to give something to the fans.
Yeah. Well, they want to get back into. And they need to sell something. So
yeah, you gotta have a product.
You gotta have something to make money. So.
Also this week, they released Five Nights at Freddy new game. They had another one.
I watched the trailer or a gif of it.
Location.
Huh?
The sister location.
Yeah, sister location.
Yeah,
Trey's on top of it. It got clowns in it.
Yeah, it's like another. I guess I didn't play any of the Five Nights games because I can't. I'm physically incapable.
I loaded it up today.
Oh, really?
So my girlfriend could play.
Oh, okay.
Because I was talking about how creepy it is,
and
it didn't do anything for her.
Nothing?
She
didn't
was like,
scare
"Why
her at
are you
all?
afraid of this?"
It didn't scare her at all?
I was watching her play it, and it freaked me out.
What?
It did nothing.
Like nothing?
Did she get all the way through?
Does she? No. I loaded it up, and I was like, okay, we just play this. And she did the first night, and it was just like, okay, she got caught and killed, and didn't
she has
frighten
supernatural
her.
powers.
I didn't do anything to her. She died. I went, and she was just like, "What are you doing?" And just thought it was the stupidest thing and refused to play any more of it. She thought it was
maybe
dumb.
because she's not really a gamer.
No.
So maybe she just she doesn't get into the interactive thing.
I don't know, but
does horror movies do they scare her? Because movies don't do anything.
We don't watch a lot of horror movies, so
like,
I don't really know.
Other than like the little jump that it makes you react a little bit. I don't really get scared by movies, but video games, I get jumpy in Minecraft. But,
yeah, we've talked about that before. But
I probably play the Five Nights at Freddy's RPG he made. It's not really scary.
Yeah, but I heard it's terrible.
Yeah, but it's not scary.
Yeah, but it needs to be a good game first. Did you play any of the Five Nights games?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I played the first one, and I was like, this is
I came and sat on your computer
and
played night one, which is super easy, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this. This is I get way too stressed out.
I think part of it was she was like looking through the cameras, and just like, okay, whatever, and didn't like get worried about where they were and nothing. I was just like, where are they?
She didn't commit. I don't think she committed. I don't think she did not emotionally invest anything into that game.
Yeah. Well, when I said Five Nights at Freddy, she thought I was talking about the Friday the 13th guy, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah.
She thought it was some connection with that. And I'm like, no, it's just Freddy.
Yeah.
I had a 10-year-old girl sass me.
Yeah. Just in public?
On a Minecraft server. No, over an earpiece. Because I couldn't name all the Five Nights at Freddy's characters.
Really?
She was building in Minecraft.
So you got
and she literally said, "Do you even Five Nights at Freddy's, bro?" I'm like, "No, I don't. Thank you."
Five Nights, bro.
Oh wow!
Wow!
I'm 3 times older than you.
Yeah.
I can name. Okay, hold on. Can
I know Foxy and Freddy?
There's Foxy and Freddy.
There's Chica. There's Marionette. There's.
Okay, see, I didn't know those.
You know more than I do.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that RPG was so bad. I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
So wait, you watched YouTube because it was bad?
Yeah.
You watch a lot of weird things on YouTube.
I am drawn to the strange.
Yes,
YouTube
you
videos.
are.
There was because the RPG came out and it was so terrible. I was like, well, I've got to see this, and so I watched it, and it's pretty bad. Yeah, you can't tell what's going on. Everything is just exploding on the screen at once. And,
very strange.
There were no health bars or action bars or names or tooltips or
you're just trying to figure it out.
The guy who loaded up. And what was hilarious is I was watching a YouTube video with a guy who was so excited about it. It was like, a professional YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
So this is his thing. And he's like, you guys, leave such and such comment because we're giving away five free copies of Five Nights at Freddy's. And he kept shilling that. He's like, leave me a comment.
Yeah, we're going to give away some copies of this game.
And as he plays, you can hear
the enthusiasm,
the enthusiasm in his voice every time he shills that. He knows it's a lie. He knows no one cares.
No one wants this.
It's like a little bit of him dies every time. He's like, yeah, we're gonna be giving away.
We're gonna give this to five lucky people.
That's why I watched all the YouTube videos about it.
To watch
just for the train wreck.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
You have a habit of watching very strange things on YouTube.
Well, I gotta pass the time somehow.
Yeah. The guy who makes them, he does it all by himself.
It's just one guy.
It's one guy. I do like his system for putting out games. He's just he doesn't put a release date or nothing. He sometimes gives a vague.
But usually it's like
a couple
Halloween.
times he's just like, oh, it's done. Here it is.
Yeah. Well, most time, yeah. Usually he's like, it's gonna come out around Halloween. Is the release date on Steam, and then it comes out a few months early because he's like, oh yeah, I'm done with it. So here you go. He doesn't He doesn't mark it or anything. He just throws it out there. It's a strange process. Yeah. But he did the same thing with the new game, and then he took it down, and now I think it's just free. I think you can just play it for free.
The RPG, yeah.
Yeah, the RPG.
So everyone got it for free then, not just 5 people.
But nobody wants it.
Yeah, apparently. All right, that's all I got on news.
Well,
so Trey
we have Trey here. He has an idea for a game for us to play on the air. Why don't you tell us? I don't think I fully understand because I'm an imbecile. What do we got for us, Trey? What are we doing?
Okay, so I need a way to keep score.
Okay. You got fingers. You can count them.
Yeah, this could get complicated though.
Okay.
You want a laptop with some text documents?
That would help.
Yeah. Yes, here.
All right.
I will give you my laptop. I don't need my documents anymore. Here now, you have some. Let's see. Let's get a text editor here somewhere on this computer.
This is so exciting. I'm glad our listeners are listening to this.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Here you are. Enjoy. Oh, I just unplugged your headphone.
Yeah. I felt that.
Slide this way a little bit.
We're very professional here.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Okay. So, well, give us the rundown on the rules then, Trey. What are we gonna do?
I am going to. I've got a page of Board Game Geek up.
Okay.
BoardGameGeek.com up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it.
Yeah.
I will tell you the title of the game.
All right.
Okay.
And then for every factual element of this game that either one of you gets correct, as we sort of have a conversation about what's here, you each get a point.
Okay.
You get a point if you get it right.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to give us the name of a game.
I'm going to give
And
you
we have to guess
We're
what
going
it
to try to
is.
figure out what kind of game it is, what kind of pieces, anything that relates
anything
to
that you think might actually be
in this game.
Okay. Are you gonna? Is it like get it right? You let us know immediately, or we just keep going?
But we keep going. It's
Yeah,
not
we'll just keep going. There's no like stop or start. Okay.
This is very loose and informal.
Okay.
All right.
And so I'm
All right.
gonna beat you, Dudley.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. So I'm gonna say the words. The title of the game.
Okay.
Video Village.
Video Village.
Now, what do you think that is?
Well,
Okay.
I assume it has something to do with like video production, where and like on sets they have what they call Video Village, where that's where the director and the sound the people are just hiding around monitors or something.
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I've never heard what kind of
Video
game would
Village.
that be.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
guess
assume it has a board.
There is a board. Okay, we'll go with a board. Point to Dan.
I'm guessing there's no dice. There's no dice in the game.
I think there is dice.
I don't think there is any dice.
There's probably standard 6-sided dice.
No dice.
There's dice.
And
There's dice.
there is dice.
There's dice.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay, so are you setting?
Is it a worker placement? Do you think it's worker placement?
No.
No
No
worker
work-
placement.
Well, okay. Are there cards? Are there cards involved? Are there cards? I'm gonna go with cards. No, I don't think
no
so.
cards.
Let's think about the era maybe that this came out in. Can you find a decade?
It's an old
I'm
game.
gonna go with 90s.
That's what say. Probably
I'm gonna
80s. I'm gonna say 80s.
No.
Unless is it older than 80s?
Really?
We're going
Yeah.
50s,
Yeah, not that old.
70s.
No.
60s.
Yes.
All right.
1960.
It only took like 70 guesses.
Point
Okay, that completely changes how anything.
Yeah,
of
this
game
completely changes everything. So it's probably got small wooden pieces. And it's got small wooden pieces. No fancy dice, just D6s.
Is there an actual village element to the game, or is it just a concept?
Yes, Dudley, there is a village element.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a village, a gathering point
Yeah.
for people to watch video.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Is that there an
I
actual?
don't know what the theme is.
Is there a village on? I'm gonna go with there is a village on the board, like an actual graphic of a village.
So in 1960, why would you think that the title of this game was Video Village?
Well,
What
I
would that
assume
tie into?
television. I assume.
All right,
So
television.
television,
point for
yes,
Dan.
it's television production of some kind. I'm gonna assume maybe it's like a control room type sim. No, didn't say worker placement. It has dice.
Worker placement didn't come.
It
really
wasn't
later.
worker placement.
That's
That's
pretty
more
advanced.
recent thing. So I didn't know what era we were working in.
Okay, I'm gonna go. There are in the 60s. You're gonna have a piece that you move around a board, like all those games.
Oh, like
did.
the board game of life.
Yeah,
type
you
thing.
got
Dud, point for Dud. It is a roll and move game.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's most
roll and
certainly
move.
a
'Cause all of
and
them
move
were.
game.
What's the goal? You would.
I assume it's not like victory points.
There's
I
no
assume
victory
there's
points.
money.
No
Money. Is
victory
there cash money? Is there like little paper bills?
There is cash money and specifically prizes such as like the Panasonic Color TV and the Whirlpool washer dryer set and things like that.
Is it like a game show type
Yes.
game? It's like a
Point for Dan.
Price is Right type thing.
Yes, it was originally Video Village was a TV show from 1960,
Oh,
See, I'm not.
hosted by
it seems familiar.
hosted by
Hosted by
hosted
Bob Barker.
no okay, but you're in the neighborhood.
Oh, what's the guy that hosted everything? He did the. Is it the guy from Match Game?
I don't know his name.
No, okay, I can't remember his name.
That's the other one. Okay, so number 3.
The only game show I can think
Family
of.
Feud was the guy from Family Feud. Not the. Oh my God, there's so many of them hosted. I don't know any of their names either.
The only thing I'm popping in my head, and I know it's not right, is Groucho Marx because of You Bet Your Life.
No,
that's the one show I watched a lot from that era.
Let me see if I can give it a hint that works in this situation.
Would
you take what's in the box? If that.
Oh, Deal or No Deal? The guy...
No deal.
Make a deal.
Make a deal.
Make a deal.
So Let's Make a Deal was hosted by Monty Hall.
Oh, yeah,
In 1960 was hosting was hosting a TV game called Video Village.
Yeah.
Which was a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I know they did some pretty crazy things on his other show, didn't they? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting wires crossed.
Monty Hall, the classic like mathematical problem.
Yeah.
Would you, if there are 3 doors and one of them has a prize, 2 of them have a goat, and he asks you to pick one, and then he lets you pick again, do you stay or move?
Yeah.
What do you do? And the odds are with you better if you move, if you switch, because he's taken away one of the wrong answers.
Yeah.
So that's the Monty Hall problem. So Monty Hall was running in 1960 because Let's Make a Deal came around much later, but Monty Hall was running in 1960. He was running Video Village, which is notable in board game worlds because of the components mostly.
Yeah. Okay. So it had a lot of components.
It had it was made by Milton Bradley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the components, much like Mousetrap.
Oh, okay.
Very elaborate.
You got elaborate bunch of
setup.
Yeah, there was actually like a village, and there were these 3 paths you could choose to walk.
Oh, and you had to choose which way you want to go through.
There was like an actual jail because on the television show he would actually like lock people in jail in space. There was like a literal jail that they would have to like let themselves into.
So is there? I assume there's a jail in the board game of some kind.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
It's interesting.
When you said the title, it like scratched something in the back of my head, and I was like, "That sounds familiar," but I don't know anything about that. Until you talked about Let's Make a Deal, then I
saw a copy of it at the flea market yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, this would be perfect. I didn't buy it.
Why didn't you buy it?
Because I didn't want to play it. It didn't look fun.
You should have bought it.
That's not the
give
point.
It to us.
That's not the point. You see something like that. I mean, what do they want? $10 for it?
I didn't even look at the price.
Well,
they had it all wrapped up in string, so I couldn't open it up and see if there were
all the pieces were there. Yeah, see something like that. You want all the pieces,
but still,
it is pretty ridiculous. So the board has the 3 paths. There's actually the like little plastic jail. There's like the little dice rollers. The dice are actually in a.
Okay.
What do you call that? An hourglass that you can flip over to roll.
Oh yeah, well, that's weird. Kind of like how Sorry had the little push pop thing. It has its own dice rolling mechanic.
It's got this little bridge, and then you got your choice of three things. But
okay.
Apparently they played it. It's got almost the exact same rules as the TV show, and so they would actually go over to the
giant rolling dice thing?
Yeah, and flip it over to roll the dice.
Okay.
And they would move along the 3 paths.
So they just took the show and made it took the mechanics of it and made it.
It's Video Village, the home version.
Okay.
All right.
Strange. I just thought it was.
Why was it called Video Village?
I don't know, but later on,
because you're walking through a village and you have 3 paths, and I mean that's the village element, I guess. But it's a video.
Yeah, they made a spin-off of it later. And can you guess what for points? Can you guess what the name of the spin-off was?
Video City.
I don't.
A spin-off for children.
Oh, for children.
Yeah.
Video.
The kids version.
I don't know.
I assume it's
okay. I'm gonna go
Think
with
of the worst pun you possibly can.
Oh, the worst pun.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Video. I don't know.
Is it video something? Video in the title.
Portions of the word video are in the title.
Kiddio.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking Video Kitty first, like city except with the kids, but that sounded weird. And then I was like, oh,
that's terrible.
Well, I'm assuming.
How long did that one run?
That one didn't get its own board game spinoff.
Well,
I bet.
For points, how long do you think it ran?
I think it ran like 2 episodes.
One season.
Oh, half a season, like
one season.
A 6-episode run.
It ran for 1 day after the original Video Village concluded its run. So
one day? It ran
longer?
It ran 1 day longer
than
the original.
Oh.
So it did better than in that case,
Well,
I guess.
I mean, it didn't start at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay. So the other one was still running, and then, okay. Yeah. That's terrible. Okay.
So, so the game was actually popular enough that Milton Bradley had kept the game in production.
Okay.
For years after
the show
ended in like
was not even on.
1962, and they were selling it way into the late 60s.
Okay.
All right. So I guess you can't get it really right now anyway.
No, it's not in production now.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I'm sure you
still like the fact that it ran longer than the show.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up this game
I'm still wondering why you didn't buy it and why we aren't trying it out.
Yeah.
Like, what do you failed us, Trey?
Well, there were 3 streets. So, like, I mentioned the 3 paths.
Uh-huh.
Right. You guys are never going to guess this, so I'll just tell you. Money Street, Bridge Street, and Magic Mile.
Magic Mile.
And
Money Street.
And there was a name. There was a name for the giant hourglass.
Oh yeah, what is?
A very cutesy name. Chuck-a-Luck.
What?
Chuck-a-Luck.
Chuck-a-luck. Okay, like
you chunk it.
Chuck your luck. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
how long did the original show go for?
2 years, I think.
2 years.
60 to 62.
Okay.
There were specific spaces also. So there were money squares. Obviously, money squares. It sounds like you would land on them to get money. But there was also bus stop, do it yourself, and take a chance. What do you think happened with those squares?
Bus stop. Bus stop moved you forward further. Or backwards, maybe. Maybe you drew a card or something.
In fact, every one of these squares, despite the different names, had the exact same mechanic.
You would just get something random, basically.
No. I think you roll the dice and move.
No.
I think you had a
closer.
You something you would randomly move forward some way.
That's what I was saying. You roll the dice, and you move.
It wasn't
yeah, but you wouldn't roll. It wasn't no moving.
Something else in the game mechanic.
But wait, what were the names? Bus stop.
Do it yourself and take a chance.
You draw a card.
Bing.
You just draw a card. All of them draw a card.
Every one of them. All 3 of them.
Is it the same card, or do you have different cards?
I would guess all the same cards. It's a chance card kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
well, this game sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
We could be playing it this afternoon,
but we're not.
No, we're not.
I refuse. If you want to go to Decades in the mall.
Oh, it's there. Okay, I was just there like a week ago.
Yeah. There was a stack of board games like on your left just as you come in.
Okay, I may go check that out.
It was all tied with a string, so you couldn't check the components. And I was looking for other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I had to check out my Mad Magazine paperbacks. $3 each.
Yeah. There's a lot of comic books there too.
Oh yeah,
there are. Most of them are not.
Most
it's
of them
a weird place.
Fair. Anyway, if we call that the game, then Dan is the winner with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and Dudley has 4.
See, I told you I was gonna win.
Well, you just talked more.
I know.
Was it.
I'm good at talking.
I tried to be polite, and not talk.
No,
over
I
people
just
on this show.
that was my tactic when we started. I was like, if I just keep talking, I'm bound to hit something, and then you won't interrupt me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See,
well, that was my sad little quiz program.
Yeah, it was fun. I like it. I think it was good.
We'll have to do that again.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad we had you on, Trey. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah,
it was fun. It's good to have another person. I get sick of Dudley sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could do maybe me and you should do a podcast and just.
I own half of Deaf and Dumb, so you can't use that.
I mean, Deaf and Smart.
We're gonna have to have a.
You can take the dumb part of it.
We're gonna have
I'll keep this deaf part.
We'll have to talk about that. As always, you can subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play, whatever you do, and please do that.
Give us feedback.
Please give us feedback.
We need a name for this quiz game.
Yeah.
Trey's quiz game.
Trey's challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you have a good idea for the name of this game, send us that on our email.
No one's
or
gonna
Twitter
do that.
or Facebook.
No one's gonna do that.
No one ever does it, but it's there.
You can find all the stuff on our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. Why can't we have an ampersand, Trey?
Well, that has to do with...
It has to do with the programming.
We don't have time for this.
I know why. It was almost a rhetorical question.
That has to do with,
I knew it was going to get a response from you.
In the 19...
Well, because if you put an ampersand and a number, it means like a space or, but... but I would rather have an
ampersand, but not the one you want.
Not the one I want. No.
But yeah.
New episodes every week on Monday. Go to our website at the top page. You can subscribe to us wherever you want and send us emails, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
Give us a review on the iTunes.
Yeah, please do. And only if it's 5 stars.
No, I'll take anything.
Thank you for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.